Nigeria walked into most of these international organizations on its own volition, according to Mr. Falano.
Nigeria joined as a sovereign nation. We're not forced to join any of them. Right? But as I said, we need to, you can't talk of pulling out Nigeria from ECOWAS. Right? Why we pay more than 50% of the subvention to keep that organization going. It is the baby of Nigeria. It has helped to stabilize the sub-region and is the leading regional economic organization in Africa. Right? So you can't talk of pulling out of African Union or OPEC. So, but as I said, we need to know this organization. The government will need to set out the organization. And what do you want to pull out from each of them or from any of them? Because this government didn't join these organizations on behalf of Nigeria. So if you are challenging the membership of Nigeria in these bodies, we must know which organizations you are talking about. And we must also know why you want to pull out from any of them. Again, I don't want us to engage in speculations. There are some of them, frankly speaking, that are moribund. So you may not be able to justify the benefit we are deriving from them. So, and that is why I'm saying the government will have to come out and enlighten Nigerians on the status of each of these organizations, what we have derived from them or what we are losing. You know, I think that is the best way to go about it.
Professor Martin Nwanko is of the History and International Relations Department of Imo State University. He wants the federal government to release the list of the 90 organizations it is pulling out from, while demanding that the government be specific in its move.
The view of the federal government to pull out from the 90 world organizations, I don't think is a good move, because you must differentiate between organizations and agencies. The number of international organizations on Earth is not up to 90. You're talking about agencies. So first of all, let us differentiate between organizations and agencies. But if the government wants to pull out from 90 of these agencies, fine, let it be specific. The government is pulling out from 90 international agencies, not international organizations. There's a difference between agencies and international organizations. The UN, African Union, ECOWAS, these are organizations. But UNESCO, International Labour Organization, IBRD, the World Bank, IMF, these are agencies. Let us be specific. Yes, we as a nation, Nigeria will lose a lot. But if the debt is high, and what the country earns or gains from these associations are not commensurate with being members, then you opt out. You opt out. But first of all, there must be reasons why the country ab initio joined these institutions and became members of special agencies. For instance, the UNO. Automatically you are a participant member of UNESCO, UNICEF, ALO, and WHO. So how can we pull out? Things are done specifically to amount to details. Yes, the government are saying that the country will have 310 memberships of different international organizations, and you picked 90. Why did you pick 90? Why did you pick 90? What would have done first? You would sit down, form a committee, and the committee will come out with the blueprints of these associations, organizations, and agencies, any of the nomenclatures you want to give to them. And you find out, ab initio, there must be a diplomatic decision to join. There is a charter that identifies members. There is this supernatural status, the supernatural identity that brings together all these nation states. You find out, why are they together? And what are they going to gain if they come in? What are they going to gain if they pull out? That diplomatic conference is needed for a country to pull out. For instance, Morocco wants to join ECOWAS, forgetting that ECOWAS is a sub-regional body identified economic community of West African states. What is North African state coming to do here? So there must be a diplomatic decision to opt out or to continue being a member of an international organization. My argument here is they are pulling out from international agencies and not from the organizations, because once you're a member of the organization, automatically you're a participant member of that agency.
According to the United Nations World Populations Aspects Report, by 2050, Africa will account for the highest population increase with an additional 1.3 billion people on the continent, much of the growth in Nigeria. The report predicts Nigeria will become the world's third largest country, one of the 6 nations projected to have a population of over 300 million people. Foundations and other fund organizations have supported the work of inside and outside Nigeria to improve the living conditions for different communities.